Get ready to have your mind absolutely blown, because today we're diving into the most epic, jaw-dropping destinations across the United Kingdom that will make you question everything you thought you knew about this incredible country. I'm talking about places so stunning they look like they were ripped straight from a fantasy novel. Locations where ancient legends come alive, and hidden gems that most tourists never even know exist. Right off the bat, let me tell you something that's going to completely change how you see the UK. While millions of people visit London every year, they're missing out on some of the most spectacular landscapes and mysterious sights on planet Earth. We're about to explore foggy ruins that have stood for thousands of years, Highland legends that will send chills down your spine, and hidden realms that feel like stepping into another dimension entirely. But here's the thing that makes this even more incredible. Every single location we're covering today has a story so wild, so unbelievable, that you'll be planning your next adventure before this video even ends. And trust me, by the time we reach the end, you'll have discovered places that will literally take your breath away. Let's start with something that will immediately grab your attention. Picture this. You're standing on the edge of a cliff in Scotland, surrounded by mist so thick you can barely see 10 feet ahead. Suddenly, the fog parts like a curtain, revealing a castle that looks like it's floating in midair. This isn't some Hollywood special effect. This is Island Donan Castle, one of the most photographed castles in the entire world, and it's absolutely real. What makes this place so epic isn't just its stunning beauty. This castle has been standing guard over the Scottish Highlands for over 800 years. It's witnessed clan battles, survived English invasions, and has been completely destroyed and rebuilt from the ground up. The legends surrounding this place are absolutely mind-blowing. Local folklore tells of ghostly pipers who play their haunting melodies on foggy nights, and mysterious lights that dance across the water when no one else is around. But here's where it gets really interesting. The castle sits on a small island connected to the mainland by a stone bridge, and during high tide, it becomes completely surrounded by water. When the Highland mist rolls in, which happens frequently, the entire structure appears to vanish and reappear like something from a dream. Visitors often describe feeling like they've stepped into a parallel universe where time moves differently. Now, if floating castles aren't enough to blow your mind, wait until you hear about our next destination. Deep in the heart of England lies a place so mysterious, so ancient, that archaeologists still can't agree on how it was built or why it exists. I'm talking about Stonehenge, but not the way you've probably heard about it before. Yes, everyone knows about the famous stone circle, but what most people don't realize is that Stonehenge is just the tip of the iceberg. The entire surrounding landscape is filled with ancient monuments, burial mounds, and mysterious earthworks that create what experts call the most significant prehistoric landscape in Europe. When morning fog rolls across Salisbury Plain, these ancient stones emerge from the mist like sentinels from another world. Here's what will absolutely blow your mind about this place. Recent archaeological discoveries have revealed that Stonehenge was part of a massive complex that stretched for miles in every direction. Underground scanning has uncovered dozens of previously unknown monuments, including a massive circular earthwork that's 4 times larger than Stonehenge itself. The fog that frequently blankets this area doesn't just create an atmospheric effect, it actually helps preserve the mystical quality that has drawn people to this place for over 4,000 years. But the real magic happens during the summer and winter solstices, when the alignment of the stones creates extraordinary light effects. Ancient peoples designed this monument with astronomical precision that rivals modern engineering. When you stand among these towering stones on a foggy morning, watching the sun break through the mist at exactly the right angle, you'll understand why this place has inspired legends for millennia. Speaking of legends, let me take you to a place in Scotland that will completely redefine your understanding of Highland mythology. Loch Ness isn't just famous for its monster, it's home to some of the most spectacular and mysterious landscapes in the entire UK. The loch itself stretches for 23 miles through the Scottish Highlands, and its depths remain largely unexplored even today. What makes this place truly epic isn't just the possibility of spotting Nessie. The entire Great Glen, which contains Loch Ness, was formed by massive geological forces that created a natural corridor through the highlands. Ancient castles perch on rocky outcrops along the shoreline, their ruins emerging from morning mist like scenes from a Gothic novel. Urquhart Castle, in particular, offers views so dramatic that visitors often find themselves speechless. But here's what will really get your heart racing. The Loch is so deep, over 700 feet in some places, that its waters never freeze, even in the harshest Scottish winters. This creates unique weather patterns, where warm water meets cold Highland air, producing some of the most spectacular fog displays you'll ever witness. Local legends speak of entire ships disappearing into the mist, only to reappear hours later with crews who swear they've lost days or weeks of time. Now, prepare yourself for something that sounds too incredible to be true. Hidden away in the English countryside lies a place that looks like it was designed by fantasy artists, where reality and imagination blend so seamlessly that you'll question whether you're still in the real world. The Cotswolds region contains villages so perfectly preserved, so impossibly beautiful, that they've remained virtually unchanged for centuries. Picture honey-colored stone cottages with thatched roofs, winding lanes that disappear into rolling hills, and medieval churches that seem to grow naturally from the landscape. When morning mist settles over these villages, the entire scene transforms into something from a fairy tale. Bourton-on-the-Water, often called the Venice of the Cotswolds, becomes particularly magical when fog drifts along its crystal-clear streams and under its low stone bridges. What makes this region truly epic is how it represents a hidden England that most visitors never discover. These villages were built using local limestone that changes color throughout the day, glowing golden in sunlight and taking on mysterious blue-gray tones in the mist. The craftsmanship is so extraordinary that many buildings have stood for over 600 years without major repairs. But let me tell you about a place that will completely blow your mind with its otherworldly beauty. The Giant Causeway in Northern Ireland looks like it was designed by aliens or ancient gods. This UNESCO World Heritage Site consists of over 40,000 interlocking basalt columns that formed from volcanic activity 60 million years ago. The geometric precision is so perfect that it's hard to believe nature created this incredible formation. Irish legend tells a different story entirely. According to folklore, the giant Finn McCool built this causeway to reach Scotland and challenge a rival giant to combat. When you see these perfectly hexagonal columns extending into the Atlantic Ocean, disappearing into the mist and waves, the legend suddenly seems completely plausible. The entire coastline in this area is filled with dramatic cliffs, hidden caves, and rock formations that defy explanation. What makes this place truly spectacular is how weather conditions constantly change the experience. Atlantic storms create massive waves that crash against the columns, sending spray high into the air. During calmer periods, morning fog drifts across the causeway, making the stone formations appear to float above the sea. The combination of ancient geology, Celtic mythology, and dramatic weather creates an experience that feels genuinely magical. The United Kingdom offers experiences that go far beyond typical tourist destinations. These epic locations prove that some of the world's most incredible landscapes and mysterious sights exist right here, waiting to be discovered by adventurous travelers who dare to look beyond the obvious. From Highland castles that appear to float in mist, to ancient stone circles that align with celestial events, from deep, mysterious lochs to perfectly preserved medieval villages, the UK contains hidden realms that rival any fantasy world ever imagined. So here's my challenge to you. Which of these incredible destinations are you going to visit first? Drop a comment below and let me know which place captured your imagination the most. And if you're ready to discover even more epic destinations that will absolutely blow your mind, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because we're just getting started on this incredible journey around the world's most spectacular hidden gems.